What's going on, everyone? Welcome your faces back to a new video today. So today is going to be a different kind of video we got for you today. It's going to be me talking about something really awesome. If you hadn't guessed by the title, we're going to be talking about some cool freaking games, which have been kind of like tweeted out a lot today. It's been tweeted out a lot, especially this afternoon. This afternoon has been absolutely incredible. So we're going to be covering the whole lit lineup for PlayStation. I believe it's mainly PlayStation. The lineup for E3, which is going to be incredible. We're going to go through some of the big games on there. Some games I won't cover so much, but we're going to cover all the big major ones like Destiny 2 and Call of Duty and all that stuff. So we're going to jump straight into showing you the lineup, and we'll work our way through the list and show you what is on that list, man, if you haven't seen it already. So, as you can see on the list, it's got a good list of games there. Some of them's kind of like, okay, I thought that would have been on the list. So, I don't think this is an official list. I reckon this is kind of like a rough schedule kind of thing. Like how long things are going to be and all that stuff. There's going to be way more freaking stuff pumped into this. Example, Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2 is not on there, but there's definitely going to be some gameplay, I reckon, at E3. So, brace yourself for that. That should be on the list, but it's not on the list for some reason. So starting off with the Death Stranding, first one, which is a live gameplay slash story trailer. So 7 to 10 minutes, which is going to be interesting, man. Because I just watched the trailer for it because I didn't see the announcement for it last year. Apparently I missed it, which is very interesting, man. Very interesting that the fact it's got Daryl from The Walking Dead in it, because this is the second time he's been cast for a game. Because the first one was for Silent Hill, but that game got dropped, man, which I'm really gutted about. So I'm intrigued to see what they go with this one, because the trailer is very interesting, very interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing some gameplay of that, because at the moment it's just like the trailer and all that. It's kind of like him stood there butt naked sort of thing. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a very, very strange game trailer. I say it's the weirdest kind of game trailer I've ever seen, to be honest. Then we go down to God of War, man. God of War. We've got to get some freaking trailer, man. I wanted to see some like gameplay, man. I really want to see some gameplay for that a little bit more, because who wouldn't want to see more God of War, man? I never played the original ones, but I remember seeing some gameplay at last E3, and I was like, man, this game looks amazing. It looks visually beautiful, and I want to see some more gameplay, man. I want to see some more of that. So we're going to get a 3-minute trailer. I guess it's kind of good, but hopefully put a release date on it, maybe, which they probably will do, hopefully. Then we've got Days Gone, man. We've got Days Gone, which is one of my favourite games. I've made a top 5 list, I have, which I haven't told anyone, only for myself. I've got some written down somewhere, of what my top games are for this year. Then I will kind of reveal it when it gets maybe towards the end of the year. But definitely Days Gone is on that list, man. It's in my top 5 games this year. Hopefully it does come out this year. Hopefully with that it's a 3-minute trailer. Hopefully we get a release date on it. I reckon it's going to be later this year. But hopefully they're squeezing some gameplay, man. I would love to see some more gameplay, see what they've been working on. Especially in this last year, because we have barely heard nothing since last E3. So hopefully they do a bit of talking, tell us what they've been doing, what's more we can expect and all that. So definitely hope with Days Gone we get a bit of gameplay, man. So then we get Uncharted Lost Legacy, which is going to be interesting, man, because the Uncharted series has been really good, and I've not really been hands-on with the games much. I've got the collection. I played like the first one, started playing the second one, but I need to go back and restart it again. But I did watch the fourth one, man. Probably kind of ruined it for myself in a way, but it looked beautiful, man. It looked incredible. It's definitely a game I want to get and play myself, but visually it looks beautiful, man. And it's the same with Lost Legacy as well, man. It looks so good, man, and it's the next kind of bit, I believe, in the Naughty Dog franchise, what they're going to be doing with the whole like Lost Legacy, because it looks so beautiful, man. It looks so good. So we get a live 5 minutes live gameplay of that, which would be cool to see what else I got, because obviously they did showcase some at their press conference last year, at the PlayStation exclusive, I think it is, or Expo or something like that. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with that and what else they show off, because it does look freaking good, man. Especially that last bit, man, on the roofs is like the combat system. I love that stuff. But moving into the main one, man, the main one, Destiny 2. 8-minute gameplay trailer. That's a long trailer, but that's going to be gameplay as well, man. It's going to be gameplay, live gameplay. Hopefully it is, to show us what we're going to be getting, man. So Destiny 2, man, it's going to be one of my favourite games this year. Originally, this was, I totally forgot. I need to add this to my top 5. I might have to take one out and put one in. But Destiny 2, man, Destiny 2 is one of my favourite games. Original Destiny, sorry, the first one was one of my favourite games. When it first came out, it kind of got a little bit kind of like, oh, it's not what we were hoping for. But I was happy with what I got, man. I loved the campaign. It felt really nice to play. And the multiplayer was definitely my favourite bit of it. Multiplayer was brilliant. So I'm hoping with Destiny 2 this year, they bring us what they wanted to do in the first one. So it's more, because obviously throughout more updates throughout Destiny 1, they added a bit more and kind of give us a more of a finished game. I think because I only played up to the Taken King, I didn't play the rest, the expansion after that, the Rise of Iron, I believe it is, something like that. But when it got to the Taken King, it felt like a finished game. It felt for a finished game. I was like, if this was like released on day one, mate, that would have been beautiful. Obviously, there was a lot of controversy going around with Destiny when it first came out, because apparently the original guy who was making the game, got fired, or he was quitting, so he took like 50% of the game or something like that. So they only had half the game there, so they had to kind of patch it all up. That's why Destiny feels a little bit all over the place when you get the original, but once you get the DLCs, it feels a bit more polished. It does feel a bit more polished. So if you ever do get the original Destiny, get the expansions, you get more of a finished kind of game. That's the reason Destiny was a bit kind of out of the place, all over the place in a way. It felt like the campaign was half finished, multiplayer was a little bit roughish and all that. That's the reason, because somebody took half the game with them when they left the studio. So that is the reason I'm so hyped for Destiny 2, because this time we're going to get a full game. They've had like 3 years to work on it, and I cannot wait to play this game. And another game, man, I can put my teeth into, grind it for hours, not get bored of it, and especially with the expansions as well, freaking hours and hours of gameplay, man, within Destiny, man. Destiny, definitely recommend picking it up before getting number 2, sorry, so you know what you're getting into. But do get the expansions. But I really, really, really hope we get to see some gameplay. But I reckon we will see some like actual like live gameplay, because it's 8 minutes, man. It says gameplay trailer, but a gameplay trailer for 8 minutes. That's a freaking long ass trailer, man. Long ass trailer. So hopefully we see some live thing. We've got Marvel vs. Capcom. Interesting that is. I'm not really into them kind of games, but I did play one on the 360. I can't remember, Marvel vs. Capcom, blah blah blah. And I didn't mind them games, to be honest. So I'd be interested to see how that is. I might pick up when it's cheap, but I'll just be intrigued to see what it looks like, man. Then we've got Crash Bandicoot, man. We've got the trilogy coming out in June, and E3 is in June as well. I believe. Obviously, it's only a minute trailer. I think it's kind of just more kind of more selling it in a way. It's going to like make sure you pick up your copy, because I think it comes out mid-June, I believe. I'm not sure what the release date is for it, but I know it's out in June. But I think that's just kind of like a last kind of minute kind of push, kind of go, yo, do remember Crash Bandicoot's out, go get your copy, sort of thing. Then we've got Crash Team Racing, which is interesting. So I'm guessing that's going to be like a racing game, maybe, for one of the Crash Bandicoot games. I don't know, maybe another Crash Bandicoot kind of thing. It might be, I don't know, I've never heard of Crash Team Racing, so I was kind of like, okay then, I'll go with that. So I look forward to seeing that, see what they got with that. Then we got Call of Duty Chemical Warfare. Right, this is where you need to sit yourself down now. You need to sit yourself down. I'm going to be talking a little bit more in depth to this, probably compared to some of the other games. Chemical Warfare. Lots of people at the moment are slating the title, man. Slating the title. But I personally myself, I think the title looks pretty better. It's got to be better than Infinite Warfare, man. Infinite Warfare for a title is a bit meh. But Chemical Warfare, I can say, yeah, I'm up for that, man. I'm up for that. Because straight away, obviously chemical, is chemicals in the air sort of thing. That rang straight to my head. And I was like, Chemical Warfare, so it's going to be something up in the air. And I I sat on the bus coming home, I was kind of like, I can already kind of guess what the campaign's going to do. So I look forward to seeing that. Obviously, the gameplay trailer, which is probably involve some gameplay. But they've confirmed it's going to be boots on ground. A lot of people going, they have a gut feeling it's going to be like space and all that. They're not. Activision have confirmed it's going to be boots on ground, going back to the old school ways. And I can definitely I put my trust into Activision for doing this, because this hasn't been a big thing, but when the numbers came out for Infinite Warfare, it's the lowest selling COD in the last, like, God knows how long, probably all time, to be honest, because a lot of people refuse to buy it, and I totally understand people won't buy it, because I sadly own it because I just wanted the remastered Call of Duty, to be honest. Only reason I paid full price for it, because I was like, I need this. This is my favourite Call of Duty, man, so I had to go out and get it. But with Infinite Warfare, it didn't sell as much as it wanted to, so Activision went into Infinity Ward staff, or their headquarters, fired a bunch of staff, and for me, that's kind of like, right, we're not doing the space thing now, we're going boots on ground, which they've confirmed, so I'm looking forward to see what I've got. But my campaign, this is my guess, I'm giving you now, the campaign's going to be, there's going to be a bad guy, he's got this evil chemical, alright, and he's going to release it to the air, which is going to kill people, right? That's my prediction, alright? So, it's up to this trusty squad to save the day, sort of thing. It's going to be that, but definitely boots on ground. Our time frame, I reckon it's going to be a couple of years, say, like, from now. It's not going to be too further in the future. I reckon this is going to be a little bit, because with the previous Modern Warfare, like Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, they were always a couple of years in advance, and people liked that time frame, because it wasn't too far ahead, but it was just a little bit, not too futuristic sort of thing. So I reckon it's going to be like, maybe like 4 years ahead from our time. So it's 2017 now, so maybe early 2021, something like that. So I'm interested to see that. If they do go back, like, part of me is kind of like, maybe Chemical Warfare, they might go a little bit later, maybe, because the Battlefield 1 had a lot of hype around it, sort of thing, so maybe they might go back way back, who knows. But I have a feeling it's going to be kind of more around the Modern Warfare kind of time it was. Couple of years, say like 2020 sort of thing, maybe, and it's going to be an evil bad guy sort of thing, but definitely boots on ground, confirmed that, and I look forward to that. I have some sort of belief for Call of Duty this year. I have some sort of belief, but if it does freaking have anything space related, I will use the exact same words as Nadeshot used. If you don't know who Nadeshot is, but you should slap yourself, alright? It's like Call of Duty, like, legend, mate. Call of Duty legend. He says, if you see anything related to space, or jetpack, or anything that flies, he's not getting it. And I will be the same, man. Unless it includes a remastered, but I don't reckon they will this year. I reckon they won't do another remastered this year, because Sledgehammer games, man, they're on their own, so I would not expect any, like, secret kind of gameplay or anything like that, because Sledgehammer is their first time doing this kind of, since Advanced Warfare, actually. Yeah, Advanced Warfare, so I wouldn't expect, like, a remastered, like, World at War, Black Ops, sort of thing like that. Maybe next year we'll get, like, a remastered Black Ops 2, maybe. So keep your hopes up, people. Keep your hopes up. But definitely no remastered, I reckon, this year. Kingdom Hearts 3. I've never played the Kingdom Hearts games before, so I can't really judge on them. But I've only heard good stuff about them. So I reckon Kingdom Hearts people are going to be absolutely buzzing. They're going to get a 2-minute trailer. And so I probably will look into, man. Because that game's coming out soon, isn't it? Kingdom Hearts 3. So definitely something I'll be looking into, maybe. Because I've only heard amazing stuff, especially when I was streaming. Everyone was coming to me and go, Dane, have you ever played this game? And lots of people were like, you haven't played it, oh my god, you're missed out, man. So something I might look into, because so many people have told me such great stuff. And you guys let me know in the comments down below. If you've played Kingdom Hearts, should it be a game I should look into? I should look into some gameplay of it, but I haven't. Then we got, obviously, Final Fantasy. Then we got Star Wars Battlefront 2. I have some sort of, once again, some sort of belief. Battlefront 2 is going to put itself right. Battlefront 1, man. Battlefront 1. It's kind of the same with Destiny. It was a half-finished game, man. It felt like a half-finished game. And it's kind of like, oh, that's it, really. Then, I reckon with the second one, though, it's going to be a bit more, man. It's going to be a bit more. Also, we get a big gameplay trailer, which is going to be also 3 minutes long. I was hoping maybe we'll get a bit of gameplay, but I very much doubt it. That might be maybe last minute, they might push it in, maybe, but we're just getting a trailer, then probably like confirming fall this Christmas or something like that. So Battlefront 2, I'd have some sort of hope for it, because Battlefield, I didn't buy it, but I played the beta. I was really disappointed with the beta, and so I have some sort of belief that Battlefront 2 is going to deliver what people want, which is the space and the better multiplayer and all that. I really hope it does, man. I really hope it does, because so many Star Wars fans were disappointed, and there was a very, very, like, say, like, out of 100%, like a 10% were very happy with it. And it's like, yeah, it's an alright game. It's not amazing, but it's alright sort of thing. So hopefully the 90% of Star Wars fans who've played the original Battlefront kind of games and all that stuff will be happy with what they get. I really hope for you guys. Assassin's Creed Empire, man. This one I'm really intrigued by, because obviously last year we did not get an Assassin's Creed game. First time in like God knows how long we have not had an Assassin's Creed game. Though they did release a remastered Ezio edition, which kind of flopped in a way as a remaster. But Assassin's Creed Empire, 8-minute gameplay, which I'm really, really kind of intrigued by. I reckon with this, obviously they're going to show off and all that, but when I first saw Assassin's Creed Empire really just kind of boom like that to me. That kind of gives me the feeling they're going to have like what they had in Brotherhood, like you build your own like Assassin's Creed, but obviously Empire. You run an empire of assassins sort of thing. Obviously, that's kind of just typical, isn't it? Because Assassins, Empire sort of thing. But I reckon it's going to be more of that. Time frame, obviously, is going to be set more in previous date. I do not know what to expect. I played Syndicate. It was alright. I played... What's the one before that? Unity? Did I play Unity? But I don't think I did. I was really disappointed with that. I did play... hopefully... It'll go back. My favourite Assassin's Creed was number 2 and number 3 Brotherhood. The Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. They were my favourite Assassin's Creed. I played a bit of Assassin's Creed, the American one. I think that was number 4, I believe that was. Which was really good. I enjoyed that. That was like the first Assassin's Creed I sat down and just went, oh my god. I sat and played it for a whole week. Because that was what I used to do, man. To get Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood, I sat there for like a week, didn't move, and just played it solid, man. It's like, I think like one day I put 16 hours into that game. I was like, I don't want to stop, and I was like, got to like 4 in the morning. I was like, I should go to bed. I've been playing it all day, sort of thing. And I'm hoping they learn from the previous Assassin's Creed. They're gonna go back to the old school ways and not do what the fucking been doing for the last couple of years. And hopefully with this as well, Assassin's Creed Empire this year, we get a little bit, man. We get a little bit of multiplayer. I love the multiplayers on Assassin's Creed. A lot of people love the multiplayer on it. So hopefully they might do some multiplayer. I really hope they do. Then we get Spider-Man, man. Spider-Man's gameplay trailer, 4 minutes. I've been intrigued by Spider-Man. When was the last Spider-Man? I think it was a good while. I think it was like I can't remember. I think it was the Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man. I got that game and I really liked the game. I completed it within a week, and I really liked it. It did get a bit samey after a while, but I did enjoy it. But hopefully with this Spider-Man, it's gonna do good, man. I really hope this as a superhero game, it's gonna be good. It's gonna have that free roam and all that stuff. And visually it looked beautiful and everything. It should do, man. It's on the freaking next generation consoles. So fingers crossed it's going to have that. Then Resistance 4, man. Resistance 4. When I was in school, I always got told when I was going to eventually get a PS3, I should get Resistance, man. Resistance is the freaking one to get, man. Now I've finally got a PlayStation, I can play Resistance, which is obviously Resistance 4. So Resistance 4, English apparently now. So I really, really freaking hope this game, because I've only heard amazing stuff about number 3. So really, really hope this lives up to the hype, man. Really hope it does. So let me know down in the comments down below if you've played this game in the past. Let me know, because I've only heard amazing stuff, and it's something I'm looking forward to, because I haven't played the previous ones, but I've only heard good stuff. Then we've got Gran Turismo racing game. If you're a racing car fan, I'm not really, but look forward to seeing that. I always like looking at trailers for racing games to see what they look like these days, so I look forward to seeing that. It's a 1-minute trailer. And then we got Bloodborne 2. I played Bloodborne 1, man. Jesus Christ, that game was difficult. If Bloodborne 2 is just as hard, maybe a bit harder, god damn it, we're going to be there for a while, man. We're going to be there for a while. So hopefully it lives up. It's going to live up to the hype, man. It's going to live up to the hype, definitely. Because it's Bloodborne, man. It's the people who make Dark Souls. There's such a cult for Dark Souls, man. And the Dark Souls fans are going to be going, Bloodborne 2. bow down sort of thing. So hopefully that lives up to the hype for you guys. I won't be getting it personally myself, but I look forward to seeing like everyone kind of go, oh my god, that game looks so hard, man, looks so hard. Because I played it, I got stuck on the first mission, man. I played it for like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and got stuck massively. So I got rid of it after a week because I just could not get past the first bit. Because they're not my kind of games, man. They're not my kind of games. I tried my best with it, but I couldn't do it. So I look forward to seeing that and seeing what your guys' reactions to it and kind of going, oh my god, this game looks hard. And then we've got probably in my top 3 favourite games of this year, which is Red Dead Redemption, man. Red Dead Redemption. Oh my Christ, I cannot wait for this game. This game is something I've been hyped for, man. I've been waiting since... As soon as I finished the first one, man, I wanted the second one, like a year later. But we've waited and waited and waited. I can't remember when the first one came out. It was a long ago, man, long ago. But finally, we're finally going to be getting it this year. September, I think, is coming out, roughly around then. So September's looking pretty good at the moment for games, and I cannot wait for it. We're going to be getting some live gameplay, which is good because we've seen absolutely bugger all so far of this game. We've seen an image, of their Twitter, like all like Western kind of rock star poster sort of thing, and we're seeing a trailer which is just showing you visually what the game is going to look like. Which is kind of like, okay, fair enough, but I wanted to see some actual gameplay, so we're finally going to be getting it. Cannot wait to see what they're going for it. I really hope, in a way, part of me is kind of like, a lot of people, I've talked to a lot of people about this and they've kind of gone, or I've listened to them actually and I've kind of thought about it, sorry, I was like, that actually be cool. If it's kind of like a prequel in a way, if it's a prequel, because the guy who played in the first Red Dead was fantastic, man. I absolutely loved him. He was a brilliant character. You kind of fell into his character. It was brilliant. And it says in the first one is that he had a bit of a dark kind of past sort of thing and all that stuff. So hopefully it's kind of like a prequel, but obviously like a second game. And it shows us like him, that main character, I don't know his name because I can't remember it, but it's showing him when he was a bit younger and everything, like, because that character was brilliant. Whoever did the voice acting did brilliantly. The character himself, the voice suited so well with the character. You kind of really fell for the character, man. You really wanted to, you fell for that character, man. You kind of had some sort of emotional attachment to it. If you haven't played Red Dead 1, man, really play it. I do suggest it. It's one of my favourite games from Rockstar. Really good. But Red Dead Redemption 2, I hope for that. If it does go for maybe, like, obviously, whatever happened in Red Dead 1, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but whatever happened in Red Dead 1, if they do go maybe forward and not go to, like, maybe in the past sort of thing, then hopefully they do get a good character, man, a good character to replace. Who's going to be doing it? I don't know. Hopefully we do get to see him. It might be the son, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. There's kind of spoilers there in a way, but it's not saying too much. But I do recommend either buying it or playing it or watching some gameplay of it on YouTube. Definitely worth the hours, and it's a great freaking game, man. Great game. So overall, that list looks absolutely fantastic. I'm over the moon with it. I would love to like see maybe what they're doing with Last of Us, but it's definitely going to show us like Last of Us 2, and that's mainly some of the major games that are coming out this year. Also, I'm looking forward to see what Xbox do. Xbox is definitely obviously not really on the list. So hopefully an Xbox One will come out soon, because I got an Xbox One here, man. I still haven't got my money's worth of it, out of it. I've had it for like a year and a bit now. I barely put in freaking the time-wise, the amount of money I spent. I don't feel like I've got my money's worth. I feel like I've got a quarter of my money out of it so far. So hopefully they'll release something really freaking awesome and exclusive as well, because that's mainly why I got my Xbox, for exclusive games. So hopefully we do get something like that. So fingers crossed for that. And obviously PC, you guys get something. Nintendo, so you guys get something as well. But that will do us for today. Sharing my opinions on these games, kind of sharing this info with you. Like, if you guys haven't seen any of this list or anything like that, also you can go back to the start of the video, pause the video, look for the list, and obviously I've just talked about it and all that stuff. But at the end of this video, I will add on a poster, which is a a confirmed poster in a way for a beta for Destiny 2, so make sure you stick to the end of the video, where I will add in 2 images for posters of Destiny, which I did get off Twitter. I can't remember the username, but everyone's tweeting it, so I just kind of like, I just kind of pulled it off Twitter. So thank you to Twitter for giving me these images. You guys are beautiful for tweeting out these pictures. So I'll add in this the 2 posters at the end, which will give you a confirmed date for Destiny 2, the beta as well, which is going to be absolutely awesome. And I will say just now, September time, we're going to be getting a beta, man. I think that is the 8th. Nope, can't count apparently. September 8th, but I'll add them in at the end. These are posters, and the posters look incredible. But guys, if you did enjoy this kind of video, you would like to see me do more of these kind of videos, make sure you smash the like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all very soon. And have yourself a great day, guys. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Have a nice day. Bye.